girls kind of said how big yesterday's win was to come away 1-1 in the opening weekend of SEC play, where every game, as you call it, is a dogfight. So what was your assessment? How important was getting that win in the opening weekend?
Well, from what I've been told, that was the first time in 4 years that we've gotten a win on the opening weekend. So, and we've had some tough ones to begin the season, and then when you start off 0-2, it just feels like, man, you're just fighting uphill the whole rest of the way. And so to be 1-1 and then have a chance to get on the winning side Wednesday is just a lot better feeling than, hey, we can move from 10th to 8th. I mean, you can really start working your way up the conference the more you win. And, you know, and the way we won was huge, too. That huge comeback in the third set, and then having to turn right around in practice on Monday. Anytime you win, it just seems like that bounce back's a whole lot easier than after losing a couple.
So how can you bottle up that momentum and try to take it with you on the road to Starkville on Wednesday night?
Yeah, we kind of owe them one. I mean, they beat us the last three. I feel like this match has a little bit different feel to it than the last couple years just because of that they've won the last three matches. And if you look at what our programs have done over the years, we've got a decided advantage, but that doesn't matter going into this one. And they started off their first weekend 0-2, so we know how they're going to come out because they don't want to go 0-3. And it's just going to be a rivalry game like it always is. You can almost always just throw the records out.
You talked about your veterans, too, this weekend and how they really showed up. They knew what SEC play was all about and kind of turned things around for you on Sunday. So I ask you this, I feel like almost every time, but how nice is it relying on Lexi, Kate, Caroline in the back row, having some players that know what it's all about and know how to bring it every night?
And even though they're veterans, I feel like they grew up a lot this weekend as well, just with their attitude after we lost on Friday and taking some ownership in that loss and then coming back and doing what they did on Sunday. So I think it just showed a lot of maturity on their part to come back and play better. And we expect that from them every time out. But I think it meant a lot to see them do that. And I think it could be a turning point in our season, not only for them but for our team.
We talk about your depth as well, and you're really happy with players like Caitlin Warrington and Bailey being able to come in with Delaney in the middle, working that second middle slot for you. And all your freshmen that are getting with Lauren and Bailey, they found out what SEC play was all about. So getting a lot of players, a lot of work, and now you're getting them in conference play, and they're starting to get some experience, right?
Sure, and I think the fact that those players got a lot of time in our pre-conference schedule helped them be ready for moments like this past weekend. And even Nicole Purcell stepping in a smaller role than she was in last year and going on some big runs for us yesterday against Alabama. It all matters, you know, so we talk as a team and say play every point for what it is. It's 1 point, but every point's a big point. And so those players came in and did a really nice job. And, you know, there was times that it felt like the team was kind of going the wrong way, plug them in, and it seemed to, at worst, just steady us out.
So you already mentioned kind of how the momentum will help you in Starkville, how you could be a turning point with your seniors and your new faces. But what's your message to your team as they continue to move along in SEC play?
Well, we have some momentum, but there's no such thing really once you get into it. And like I said, once we go to Starkville, we're not thinking about, hey, that big win over Alabama. We've got to focus 100% on Alabama, and it wouldn't even have mattered if we went in there 2-0. We feel like we're playing well. We feel like we've played well all season. Our biggest thing is going to be staying consistent, and if we can stay consistent, I think we'll have a chance to win Wednesday. I think we'll have a chance to win the rest of the SEC matches, and we'll be in them. But we've got to just maintain that. We can't start feeling so good about ourselves with one win. We've done that before. You know, we want to we have higher goals for this team. We want to prove that we are a top-tier SEC team, and that's an everyday thing, and that's not, you can't look back on how well you played on a weekend and expect that to carry over. You got to come in and put the work in the next day.